Hey everyone, this is my entry for the next round of the NYX Face Awards. The theme of this round is makeup inspired by Tim Burton's new movie Dark Shadows. I decided to use Angelique the Witch as my inspiration for this look. In the movie she wears a simple black smoky eye with red lips, so I took that idea and I vamped it up. I also decided to turn the makeup into the style of a Tim Burton animated character. Tim Burton's characters often have pointy noses, big eyes, and long or short chins. So I drew inspiration from that and turned my Angelique into a Tim Burton character. I hope you enjoy my concept and video. If you do, please make sure you vote for me to make it to the next round of the NYX Face Awards. It's going to go from 20 people to 12, so please help me out by voting me into the next round. Voting begins today, May 5th, and ends May 9th. You can vote up to 3 times per day, so if you can remember to vote for me, please do. And thank you to everyone who voted me into this round. It means a lot to me, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you, and I really hope you guys know that I mean that. So I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get started. To help prevent your eyeshadows from creasing, apply an eyeshadow base. I'm using NYX Eyeshadow Base in white and applying it below the brow bone, along the lower lash line, and then blending it around the tear duct. I wanted my eyeshadow to have a really sharp line, so I used a piece of tape to create this effect. Just place the tape on the side of your eye, and after you've applied your eyeshadows, when you peel the tape off, you're going to have that nice sharp line. To help intensify the black shadow I will be applying next, I apply NYX Jumbo Pencil in black to the crease, on the eyelid, and blending it up toward the beginning of my brow. Using a fluffy brush, I blend NYX Eyeshadow in black onto the outer corner of my eyelid and along my crease. From NYX Dark Shadows Crimson Amulette palette, I take a white eyeshadow and apply it right below my brow bone, blending it in with the black shadow. You'll notice when you blend these two colors together, they start to create a gray color. So to help intensify that gray, I use one of the gray shadows in my NYX palette. I then blend that gray out toward my nose and up into the beginning of my brow. On the end of the lower lash line, I apply some of that black shadow. On the middle of the eyelid, I apply NYX Cream Shadow in Gunmetal. Then on top of that cream shadow, I apply NYX Crystal Glitter Liner in Gunmetal. I apply the cream shadow first so that any spaces between the glitter and black shadow wouldn't show through. To help the glitter blend in nicely with the eyeshadow, you're going to go back with that black shadow you used earlier, and using an eyeshadow brush, you're going to pat the color onto the edges of the glitter. You don't want to smudge the black shadow in with the glitter because you'll end up smudging the glitter. And then use the black shadow again to blend up toward the beginning of your brow just like the gray shadow, and then I bring it down toward the side of the nose to help contour it. Around the tear duct, I blend in a light gray shadow, and then over that shadow, I apply NYX Crystal Glitter Liner and Hip. Again, use the eyeshadow to blend the edges of that glitter. Now I'm just using the black eyeshadow to start blending everything out, and then on the lower lash line, right under that glitter liner, I create a sharp line. To the center of the lower lash line, I apply that gray shadow we used in the crease. The dark shadows wash out the color of your brows, so you want to go back with the shadow that is a couple of shades darker than your natural hair color and fill them in. Now line your lash line. I'm using NYX Super Eye Marker in black, and then I apply plenty of mascara to the top and bottom lashes. For that, I'm using NYX Pin Up Tease Curly Mascara. I added fake eyelashes. I think that adds the extra oomph you're going to need for a sexy witch or vampire look. And then in the waterline, I apply a black eyeliner pencil. Make sure you start off by moisturizing your face and applying a face primer to help your foundation glide on more smoothly and last longer. You're going to want to lighten your natural skin tone, so use a foundation that is a couple of shades lighter and apply that all over your face and blend it down your neck as well, because you don't want your face and your neck to be two different colors. Then apply a translucent powder over the foundation to help set it. This is another step you can take to help your foundation last longer. You cannot have a sexy witch or vampire without contoured cheeks. I'm using NYX Matte Bronzer in Deep Tan to contour my cheekbones. Just make that fishy face and then use the powder right below where your bone is. I also apply a deeper dark brown shadow under the cheekbone to help give a dimension and not appear so flat. To line my lip line and fill them in, I use my black eyeliner pencil, then I apply NYX lipstick in Snow White right over the black liner. Applying the liner first and then putting the red lipstick over the liner helps define your lips and again helps it not appear so flat. Now that's it for the more editorial part. To turn it into a Tim Burton kind of character, you're going to grab some nose and scar wax and mold out a shape for your chin and nose. You do not want to start blending the shape right into your skin because first you're going to have to apply some liquid latex. So once you've got, your rough draft of the chin and nose, take some liquid latex and apply that to the area you're going to be applying the wax. And you got to wait for the liquid latex to fully dry because if you apply the wax over wet liquid latex, it's going to get sloppy and it's not going to stick properly. So once the liquid latex is dry, apply the wax piece right over it and then start blending the edges into your skin. And you can start tweaking it a bit, taking some pieces of wax off and just make sure you just try to blend it as much as you can into your skin. I had a harder time with the chin than I did with the nose. The nose I'm pretty good at, but the chin was just kind of giving me issues. When you're happy with the shape of your nose and chin, apply a heavy coverage foundation over the wax and your skin. On the wax, it's better to pounce the foundation on than it is to smooth it on. It just holds better. You just got to do a patting motion onto that area. And I also applied some of that foundation over my lips to help cancel out my natural lip color. I contoured my cheeks just like before, and I used the same bronzer to contour my jawline because I want that to appear slimmer as well, like a Tim Burton character. Then I go back with the gray shadow I used to contour my nose, and I drag that down toward the tip of my nose because again, this is going to help the nose appear even slimmer. And again, and I keep saying again, but that's something you want for a Tim Burton character. You want a slim jawline and a slim nose. And then I go ahead and I use a highlighter to make my skin appear more glowy and doll-like. I apply the highlighter to the apples of my cheeks and blend it toward my nose. I apply a white eyeliner pencil to the waterline to help my eyes appear bigger, like a Tim Burton character, and then to help it appear even bigger, I apply fake eyelashes to the lower lash line. I used my red lipstick to draw on a smaller lip shape, and to help the look appear more Tim Burton-esque, I used a gray shadow to contour my cheeks some more. You really want those defined cheekbones, and the gray shadow helps with that, and it also helps your cheeks appear more gaunt, which is something you want. Then I smudged that same shadow along my lower lash line to help round out the eyes some more. Finally, I used some more of that bronzer to create bags under my eyeshadow. This will help. Finally, I used some more of that bronzer to create bags under my lower lash line. This again will help give the appearance of round your eyes. You're going to be playing mind games here. And then top the lips off with a black lipstick, and that's it. Your Tim Burton-esque character is finished. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure you vote for me in the NYX Face Awards to make it to the next level. And if you can't, just make sure you give the video a thumbs up because that will help the video get seen more. So thank you so much to everybody who voted in the last round and got me to this round. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, bye. I'm a witch and I'm just really hungry. Somebody feed me. Do you have some money for me? Can I have some money? I'm hungry. I'm a witch and I'm just kinda hungry, but nobody wants to feed me. Give me a Dorito. You're the same person. Give me a Dorito. No food for Bethany the witch. Or Angelica. Pen. That's a baby. Vote for me, Penny. Okay. Penny.
I'm your vampire god.
Pen.